God is sending somebody so important into your life. Not just in the way that they are going to change your life, but they are going to change the way that you view life around you. I feel like you have never been in love in the way that you are about to experience love with this beautiful human being. Not just beautiful on the outside, but on the inside too. I'm seeing following a course of action. So somebody following through on plans that they've made. Maybe this is a king. Okay, this is King of Cups energy. This is somebody who's very emotionally available, emotionally stable, and somebody who has the space to hold for all that you are. And not just has the space, but is willing to hold the space, okay? So like I was saying right before, is you might have plans with this person, or maybe you're about to quickly have plans with this person when you connect with them. Maybe you're waiting to hear from them about these plans, but you can trust that these plans are going to be followed through, because this is somebody who takes their word very seriously. This is somebody who lives by their word. It's like when they say they are going to do something, they do it, and they don't mess around. They know how precious your energy is with the Queen of Wands coming through. Whoa, okay. This is a really unique mix of energy here. This feels like a situation where things aren't exactly as they should be when you meet. Like maybe you met this person when they were with someone else, or recently leaving someone else. Maybe it was just a weird timing thing is what's coming through here. That's what this Nine of Wands. To me, it's like you both had to fight, or have to fight, for this connection to come together. And not fight as in try to convince someone that you are worthy of love, but it's more like fight past versions of yourself to release who you no longer are, so that you can be all you are meant to be with this person. Your energy is so light with this person. Like you don't have to worry about a thing. When you are in the presence of this masculine energy, you don't have to worry about anything. They got it. They've got it under control. They appreciate being in control, yet at the same time, they also don't mind allowing you to take control, sitting back and allowing you to take control. So this is a really powerful mix. This is literally a perfect balance of masculine and feminine energy is what's coming through. And I'm also being told that you are being sent this connection at a time when you are ready to receive this connection, at a time when you need it most, at a time when you are truly meant to experience all that life has to offer. Like when I tell you, the doors are about to be blown open with this connection, in this connection and outside of this connection, for this connection. Okay, so we have the Sun. There's so much support happening right now. Like everyone and everything in your life is in support of this connection. Everything is supporting the two of you coming together. With the Four of Wands, there is a greater abundance to be had, okay? Like you are going to be flying high with this person, Mile High Club. Maybe you're going to be traveling first class. Whatever it is, you are going to feel like first class energy. This is somebody who is so certain of you as well. And maybe they weren't certain at first. Maybe, like I said, there was something standing in the way, or someone standing in the way. But my God, when you do come together with this person into this union, this is so powerful. And I feel like that's why it's taken so long, because it's so like it is going to create such a ripple effect in this world of positive energy surrounding connections, surrounding relationships. Like it's going to heal so many hearts with the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. It's going to heal so many hearts in love. It's going to show people, hey, true love really does exist. And it exists on the other side of your greatest fears, and also maybe what you're scared to release, what you're scared to let go of, who you're scared to let go of. Divine Spirit, are there any last messages here? Queen of Cups. So we started with the King of Cups and we came into union with the Queen of Cups. This person is going to, you want to know how you know that they are your person? Your life upgrades with them. You level up when you are in this connection. You don't lose yourself. You don't fall down. You're not broken from this connection. You don't give more to this connection than you receive. You level up with this person. And the things that you two are going to do together, my God, unstoppable couple. Unstoppable. Because both of you share the same vision, you share the same dream, and you share one heart, and you are aware of that, and you both act from that space. This is such a beautiful connection. I am honored to connect with you and your energy at this time. As always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you do feel called to dive in further to your personal love connection, I do offer rituals at this time, as well as channeled angel messages.
Dear soul, before you leave, don't let this moment become just another video you watched. If these words stirred something deep inside your heart, that wasn't by accident. Heaven may have brought you here because your spirit needed this reminder today. Right now, place your hand over your heart and say these words with faith. I am chosen. I am deeply loved. I am not forgotten. God is writing a beautiful story with my life, and every promise he has spoken over me will come to pass. Say it again, slowly. Let every word sink into the broken places, the waiting places, and the silent prayers you've carried for so long. Let these words become stronger than your fear, louder than your doubts, and greater than the pain you've been holding on to. Even when you cannot see God moving, he is working behind every closed door, preparing blessings that are bigger than you can imagine. If this message spoke to your soul, please don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you love. Someone's just sitting alone tonight, wondering if anyone sees them, if anyone cares, or if God has forgotten them. Or your simple act of sharing could become the answer to their prayer and remind them that they are deeply loved, deeply seen, and never alone. And if the Holy Spirit places it on your heart to help us continue sharing these faith-filled messages with people around the world, you can support this ministry through a super thanks. Whether it's $5, $10, $20, or whatever God leads you to give, every gift becomes part of reaching another soul with hope, encouragement, and God's unfailing love. May the Lord bless you beyond anything you could ask or imagine. May he restore what was lost, heal what has been broken, open doors no one can shut, and fill your home with his peace. Thank you for standing with us. Together, we are touching hearts, strengthening faith, and reminding the world that God's love never fails. There comes a season in life when you stop asking why things have not worked out and simply learn to keep moving forward. You still carry hope somewhere deep inside, but it no longer looks the way it once did. It becomes quieter, softer, more careful. After experiencing disappointment, your heart learns to protect itself. You stop expecting to, because expecting too much has hurt before. You smile, you keep yourself busy, and you tell everyone that you're fine, even though there are still moments when you wonder if the kind of love you've always dreamed about truly exists. Then, without warning, life begins preparing to introduce someone who will change far more than your relationship status. They will change the way you see yourself, the way you understand love, and the way you experience every ordinary day. At first, nothing about this meeting feels extraordinary. There are no fireworks, no dramatic movie scene. Just two lives crossing paths in a way that almost feels accidental. Yet something feels different. Their presence brings a strange sense of peace that you cannot explain. You find yourself smiling without trying. Conversations flow naturally, and for the first time in a long while, silence between two people does not feel awkward. It feels safe. You leave every conversation feeling lighter than when it began, and without realizing it, your heart slowly starts opening doors it had kept locked for years. The beautiful thing is that this person does not impress you because they are perfect. They impress you because they are genuine. They say what they mean. And they mean what they say. If they promise to call, they call. If they make plans, they keep them. Their consistency feels almost unfamiliar because you have grown so used to wondering where you stand with people. Instead of making you question your worth, they quietly remind you of it. They never make you feel like you are asking for too much, simply because you want honesty, kindness, and respect. For a while, you almost don't know how to receive that kind of love. Part of you keeps waiting for something to go wrong. You're had to expect a disappointment after moments of happiness. Every time your phone rings, a small part of your heart still prepares itself for silence. Every time they smile at you, another part wonders if it will eventually disappear. Old wounds have a way of whispering lies, even when life is finally telling the truth. Then one day, something unexpected happens. You realize you have gone an entire day without questioning how they feel about you. That thought surprises you more than anything else. For so long, love had been exhausting. It felt like solving a puzzle with missing pieces. But now, everything feels simple. Not because relationships are perfect, but because peace has replaced confusion. You begin to understand that real love does not constantly leave you wondering whether you matter. It shows you that you do. Still, the journey has not been easy for either of you. Timing has never been perfect. There were seasons when life seemed to place obstacles between your paths. perhaps responsibilities, unfinished chapters, or emotional healing delayed what was always meant to grow naturally. Looking back, you realize those delays were not there to punish either of you. They were there to prepare you. Sometimes life asks us to become the people we are meant to be before giving us the people we have been praying for. That truth changes everything. You stop seeing delays as rejection. Instead, you begin seeing them as quiet moments of preparation. The person standing before you today could never have existed if they had not first fought battles that nobody else ever saw. Just as you had to heal your own wounds, they also had to let go of old fears, old habits, and old versions of themselves. Neither of you arrived perfect. You simply arrived ready. There is something incredibly comforting about being with someone who allows you to breathe. Around them, you no longer feel like you must constantly prove your value. You are not performing. You are not pretending. You are simply yourself. That becomes one of the greatest gifts this relationship offers. You begin remembering who you were before life convinced you that love always had to hurt. You, reading this right now, may have forgotten what emotional safety feels like, but never confuse chaos with passion. The healthiest love often feels quieter than the love stories we were taught to chase. As your connection grows, something else begins changing. It is not only your heart that feels different. Your entire life starts shifting. You become more confident in your decisions. You begin taking chances you once avoided. Dreams that seemed impossible suddenly feel within reach. The relationship does not distract you from becoming your best self. It inspires you to become even more of who you were always meant to be. Friends begin noticing the difference. Your smile reaches your eyes again. You laugh more freely. There is a calmness about you that cannot be explained with words. You are no longer surviving each day. You are finally living it. Then comes another unexpected moment. You thought love would rescue you. Instead, it quietly taught you how to rescue yourself. That realization changes the entire story. Because the greatest relationships are never built on dependence. They are built on two whole people choosing each other every single day. Neither person is trying to complete the other. Instead, they encourage one another to keep growing, keep dreaming, and keep believing in possibilities that once seemed impossible. One of the deepest lessons life ever teaches is this: the right relationship will never require you to become smaller so someone else can feel bigger. It will celebrate your light instead of asking you to dim it. It will encourage your dreams instead of competing with them. It will protect your peace instead of becoming the reason you lose it. The beautiful balance between the two of you becomes impossible to ignore. Sometimes they lead with quiet strength while you offer gentle wisdom. Other times those roles naturally reverse. There is no struggle for control because both of you understand something many people never learn. Partnership is not about winning against each other. It is about winning together. Day after day, ordinary moments become unforgettable memories. Morning coffee tastes sweeter because someone is there to share it with. Long drives become adventures. Simple conversations become moments you replay in your heart long after they end. Happiness no longer arrives in dramatic explosions. It quietly grows through thousands of little moments that remind you life can actually feel this peaceful. You deserve to know this. Real love is not measured by how intensely someone makes your heart race. It is measured by how deeply they make your heart rest. As time passes, the people around you begin noticing your relationship. Not because it demands attention, but because it quietly reflects something many have stopped believing exists. They see mutual respect. They see kindness during difficult conversation. They see patience instead of pride. Without saying a word, your story becomes proof that healthy love is still possible. Then comes the deepest realization of all. Every heartbreak you once cried over led you here. Every delay had a purpose. Every closed door protected you from walking into the wrong room. Looking back, you no longer wish those painful chapters had disappeared. Without them, you may never have recognized the incredible gift standing in front of you today. Sometimes the hardest roads lead us exactly where we were always meant to be. One evening, while sitting beside the person who has quietly transformed your life, you realize something beautiful. You are no longer afraid of tomorrow. Not because life suddenly became perfect, but because you have finally experienced what it feels like to walk beside someone whose actions match their words. In that moment, you understand a truth that stays with you forever. The greatest blessing was never simply finding someone to love. It was becoming someone who could recognize healthy love when it finally arrived. And perhaps that is the ending every heart has been searching for all along. Not a perfect person, not a perfect story, but a love that helps you become more honest, more peaceful, more courageous, and more yourself than you have ever been before. When that kind of love enters your life, everything begins to bloom. Not because someone else completed you, but because they reminded you that you were always enough. From that moment on, every step you take feels lighter, every dream feels closer, and every new day becomes another chance to build a life together that is rooted not in fear, but in trust, hope, and a love that continues to grow stronger with every passing season.